Hi, welcome back to Closet Confidential. I'm Courtney Smith, and this week I'm in Kent chatting to sisters Olivia and Alice on their twinning style that has captured the attention of street style photographers worldwide. I'm here at their studio to get a little insight into their captivating colour coordination skills. Let's go check it out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited because I've been looking at this on Instagram and obviously I'm gonna take my coat off. Hang on. Olivia and Alice, I'm so excited to be in your studio because I've been following you guys, I think for your entire career, and I've always been a fan. We met many, many years ago at London Fashion Week, but I've just been absolutely obsessed with your style, how vibrant and fun it is. Before we get into your clothes, I have to ask you, how do you describe your style? Because I think there's two of you, obviously, and you complement each other and you wear sometimes the same outfits, sometimes similar tones, but like, it's quite hard to describe. I was trying to think of how I would describe it, so I'm gonna let you do it instead.
We would say fun, colourful, eclectic, wouldn't we? There's a lot.
I guess, yeah, you said vibrant. I'd say, yeah.
It is vibrant.
Colourful.
Yeah.
There's a mix and match of tones and textures, and we just love to play with colour, and more is more.
More is more, I love that. Colour and print, because there's a good bit of print here as well. You know me, I love a bit of animal print. When I first met you, you were always very vibrant and colourful, but maybe the pieces weren't as outlandish or wild or vibrant. I feel like there's definitely been a few steps up in terms of like wowness.
I feel like, yeah, we've always had a colour element, but maybe we've honed in a little bit, getting better at matching each other, mix and matching.
Was that accidental or on purpose?
It was on purpose.
Yeah.
We like to match our outfits. So we like to show how you could style, say, two colours, but differently. So say if we're styling yellow and brown, I can show it maybe with like a skirt and a top, and Alice could show like the trousers and the coat option. So we like to give people a variety, and that's partly how it started. Because brands were actually asking us for that. And although we obviously mix and matched already, sometimes we would find it easier to do sort of block colours and bits and bobs together, and then it makes a full look for two people rather than just one.
And the audience has more option if they're like, oh, I slightly like that one more, or I'd wear the other one more.
Yes. What is your favourite Pinterest-worthy look, I would say, or kind of vibe that you have?
I feel like we definitely had one recently that was the most popular, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So therefore that would probably be it, which was an orange and pink combination. I feel like
this.
people love pink and they love orange, and we love wearing them together. I feel like we've worn pink and orange together always.
Yeah.
It's been a combination we've worn together.
Which is funny because actually in fashion, it's only a more recent kind of colour combo that we see people doing, whereas you're right, I think you guys have kind of always done that clash.
I think these two colours are considered a bit clashy, but A, we love a clash, and B, I think if you get the tones right, they can actually work well together. Like this pink is a bit purpley, and it's in the jumper anyway, so it's kind of an obvious one. We put a pink skirt with this, and
that has the orange lining as well.
Yes.
You've got there.
So do you ever fight over clothes? Because like, how do you like choose who gets to wear which Miu Miu? You know?
I think we go into it with like, we're gonna share both.
yeah, we do.
But actually we don't really fight, which is kind of a bit
Yeah, sorry
boring,
to disappoint,
but
but we don't fight in general.
Okay.
Don't fight.
It's very
it's
rare.
like the overall vision of the overall look. So we don't think about who's wearing which one, it's just like, how's it gonna look overall?
Yeah.
That's the idea.
And you know, because most of the items are shared between us anyway, so I'll feel like, oh, this is getting to wear the bomber in this look, but then it's both of ours, and I
I'll
can wear
wear
it
it
another day.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good way to look at it. People should be at home should be watching this going, okay, I could do that with my sister or my best friend. I'm going to invest in this one piece and we'll just share it.
Sometimes if people are matching us at Fashion Week, street style, we'll just grab them along and then we can all do pictures together, and it's great.
I love that.
Like it. More is more.
We actually did a thing with Mum for Mother's Day, and we just added a third person with a colour combo, and we got her involved.
I saw that. You're all blonde though, so it worked really well. It was kind of hard to tell which one your mom was, to be
Yeah, it
honest.
was a trio. It was a new trio thing.
So in terms of brands and investing, you're not afraid to mix it up. I've seen some gorgeous designer pieces. You obviously love a little bit of Miu Miu, but I think you get a mix of high-end, high street and obscure brands really well. And I think that's why your style is so amplified and people really like look at it as inspiration. Is there maybe, I don't know, a recent splurge that we could have a look at that?
Yes, there are probably a couple.
Show me them all.
Well, first of all, these Ganni Barber jackets are a bit of a splurge.
Oh.
Firstly, because
them out.
we actually couldn't just have one. We had to get one each. So.
Okay, so this is a place where you've obviously fought over and you were like, we can't have one.
It is, yeah. Sometimes something's so good that we
It's like too wearable that I've worn this every day since we got it.
Yeah.
What would I have done if we were sharing it?
Exactly. And then I couldn't not have it. So this was a splurge. This was at a Ganni shopping event with one of our friends who was hosting it. And it was just so fun. Everybody was there having a little glass of champagne. And in the moment, we actually just ended up getting one each. So
it was the champagne.
that's what it was.
And everyone was egging us on. They were like, you need it.
I feel like I need it. It goes with my outfit.
I feel like you need it. I know.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's actually. Now, don't be too surprised if something goes missing when I leave.
Because it's fun, but it's also
a
wearable.
useful. And it's got the Barber sort of wax proofing on the actual exterior of the jacket. So to be honest, this is something that if it rains, it will just slide
off. On
off.
the weekend, pouring rain, I was wearing it.
And how do you guys style, like, do you style them differently? Like, I mean, you're obviously very colourful and very vibrant. On a day-to-day, when you're not being videoed or filmed, are you like, you know, white t-shirt and jeans girls, or are you always this kind of
a mix of both, I think. There are, obviously we love jeans. We do wear jeans with bits and bobs, and we would wear something like this jacket with jeans. But there is usually a pop of colour going on, even if it's just a little bag, isn't there?
With these jackets, we've worn them with jeans like on the weekend, but also with a mini skirt and red tie.
Do you want to talk?
This is a splurge because it is a Prada. It's still got the label on it, but even though we've worn it loads, typical us. Yeah. It was a splurge because it's a Prada jacket. However, we actually got it from Vista, which meant that it was cheaper. Which is that girl math or?
Yeah, that's girl math. Yeah, it's basically free however many times you wear it. So.
Exactly.
And again, because we share it, we were like, then again, in half between us, so it's not as expensive. But this probably was more of a splurge. Well, definitely was more of a splurge.
It was, and while it was an in-the-moment purchase, again, it was something we had actually seen. I've seen people wearing this in black, and I actually really like this specific Prada logo, and I thought, oh, if we ever see one of those, maybe we would kind of add it
But then
to our wardrobe.
I took the credit for it, didn't I? Because we were looking downstairs at the women's wear and the bags, and we were like, there's not as much here as we thought. We thought we might find some sparkly shoes and bags, but they didn't have any in store. And I was like, menswear, the jackets.
Let's go. And what is it about this? Obviously it's Prada, but it's puffer, so it's, I suppose, very versatile, very wearable. I've noticed about your wardrobe is that you actually seem to invest in a lot of coats and outerwear. Is that because we're in Britain and it's cold here, or is it because you love how styling coats and that kind of oversized look? Because you do slouchy and oversized very well.
I think it's both.
But yeah, definitely both. We love oversized, but also coats. They're sneaky, aren't they? Because you can wear anything underneath, and then you just have a fun coat. And you're like, I'm done.
And the other thing is, we do both really feel the cold.
I go on about it a lot.
Yeah, I go on about it all the time. Sorry, I complain about the cold, but I love a coat purchase because then I know I'm going to be cozy, but stylish. Because if you don't have a good outerwear piece for your outfit, then you freeze.
I always say this because I feel like people will spend so much time putting a beautiful outfit together, forget about the jacket. The jacket's like an afterthought, and then the whole outfit's ruined because like the jacket should be the outfit and everything else can work around it.
I think that's our thought, isn't it?
Yeah. Now this is beautiful. I did notice behind you as well, I have to talk about the Chanels. Oh my goodness. Are these vintage?
These are actually vintage, yeah. We got these at Wasteland on Melrose in LA, and we got them a few years ago. They were quite, I mean, you can see they've had a lot of wear, and they were like this when we got them, but I have also worn them a lot since. But yeah, something like this. This is actually something that I feel nostalgic about because I love LA and I like going shopping in vintage shops and Melrose and stuff like that in general. So yeah, I just really like these even though they are a bit battered. Alice got a Gucci pair at the same time, didn't you?
So you have a little bit of nostalgia around these. They're like a sentimental purchase because they bring you back to that moment.
I'm very like that about clothes.
Yeah,
very
me too.
sentimental.
Yeah, you are, yeah.
Alice likes the comfort.
Not quite as much. We had a thing the other day when we were going through our wardrobe, and we realised that everything Olivia loved was sentimental and everything I loved was comfortable.
Okay.
So then we were like, maybe that's our thing. Yeah. Maybe that's our thing.
Yeah.
What else is sentimental here then? Is there another little sentimental purchase that we could have a look at?
Yes.
Oh, good. Let's show me.
She's going to say the same as me.
No, I was going to say this one. Okay.
This, which is a vintage Celine blazer. We found this in a vintage store in Copenhagen. We weren't actually supposed to be doing any shopping, but it was just between shows. And I mean, we couldn't leave it behind, could we?
It's a vintage Celine, absolutely not.
So it is really cute, and we ended up wearing it to the show that afternoon that we were going to, and it wasn't part of our planned outfit.
But we
it
had
actually
planned
worked
a
really
denim
well.
and fuchsia pink look, so we just replaced this denim for the denim we had.
I love that. I think anything vintage added into your wardrobe just adds that kind of like elevated look because nobody else is going to be wearing it.
That's what we thought about this. I've never seen anybody else with this.
And it kind of goes in at the waist.
So it's flattering.
Yeah, it's stunning. I love the kind of the white stitching as well for the contrast. It feels quite modern for a vintage piece.
Well, yeah, that's what I thought. And it was actually really reasonably priced as well. I thought that the vintage in Copenhagen was actually in general really reasonably priced compared to London. So that's why we were checking out the little vintage section they have going on there.
Speaking of Copenhagen, I know you go to all the different kind of fashion weeks. Do you have a favorite one or a favorite city for street style?
Definitely Copenhagen. We feel bad on London because we're from London, not saying London, but it is Copenhagen.
Yeah.
I think just because it's most reflective of our style. The clothes, all the brands were like, we would wear that, we want that. So.
Yeah. And do you love the Copenhagen brands then as well?
It's mainly the brands, it's also the street style, but the brands are amazing. They just have such a sort of, in general, they're a bit more emerging and smaller brands than say that would show in Paris or New York or whatever, but they are just so fun. They really work with print a lot and colour, and obviously we like that, that's our style. When we see things coming down the runway in Copenhagen, we are genuinely thinking, oh, I want that, aren't we?
Take it off for next season.
Yeah.
Is there a look here maybe from a Copenhagen brand that's like one of your like go-tos?
We actually have a few in here, don't we? But I would towards you in the blue section.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
This coat, and we actually have the matching shorts there, is from a brand called Custom Made, which we have seen showing in Copenhagen before, but not in the last couple of seasons, I
I
think.
love it. And how would you style that then?
Well, we actually styled this recently for Fashion Week with leopard print.
Oh, I love
which
it.
I know is a bit of a print clash, but again, obviously we love that. So we styled it with...
Staying on the Copenhagen lines, I guess. Ganni.
I love Ganni. Oh, I love them together.
Of these trousers as well, the wide leg is
big, wide, high waist, wide leg. They're stunning.
Yeah, they're very flattering on, and they're also really comfy, soft denim.
It's funny because I don't think a lot of people would think to put like that kind of leopard print with floral print, but it works. I can already tell it works. I haven't even seen it on you yet.
you know, people say leopard print is a neutral, I just think yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
So
Love it.
And we just tried it on together and it worked straight away. And sometimes when we put a look together, it takes a while. And sometimes it's an instant yes. And this was just an instant yes from us, wasn't it?
yeah, and it was a last minute one as well.
Is there ever an instant no? Like, is there anything? Oh, is there?
Sometimes we're just like, I
There are
think
no's.
maybe you have the idea in your head and then when you're looking in the mirror, you're like, the shape. I think it's more to do with the shapes.
It's
You're
more
like,
to do with the silhouette sometimes, isn't
Yeah.
it? And you just think, oh no, what were we thinking?
Really?
And it's disappointing because when you wanted something to work and it doesn't, then you have to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
So
Okay, one thing I noticed about your incredible setup here is all the bags and all the accessories. And I know from like looking at your style, I don't think any outfit is complete without a few key accessories.
you got to match the bag.
You gotta match the bag. What is it about the power of an accessory though? Because I do feel like it really pulls your outfits together.
that is true. We always like to match our bag to our outfit if we can, and so that's why we've got the bags lined up under everything.
Oh, it's actually color coordinated. I didn't even.
Nearly as good as it can be, I guess, at the moment. Yeah, and we love to.
I think
is
there's a
actually-
range of designer and then some sort of not so because based on the colour, if they're fun and we like the shape.
That's true. This is the little Ganni Boo bag. We actually got this on the day it came out for no reason other than we were in the store. But we really like the specific bluey pink, so that would be a really good colour match for like this bomber jacket. And we didn't realise that at the time even, but that just worked out quite well. And we've ended up wearing those two colours together. It actually makes styling a little bit easier when you've got a bag in the specific shade of what you're going to want to wear.
But I also noticed that like all the bags, they're a bit fun. Like you don't seem to go classic. You know what I mean? Everything seems to have like, you know, a fun shape or a beautiful chain or studs or fluff or, you know, just really kind of like details. And I think that's really interesting because your wardrobe is so vibrant. Automatically, I think people would think, oh, the accessories will be the the pairing it in, you know, the more simplistic approach, but no.
I think it's because there's two of us, and so quite often when we are matching our looks or doing different ways to style, it's the bag will pull in my red bag and her red top or whatever. So that's an easy way to mix and
If
match.
you're doing 2 or 3 colours, the bag is an item in itself of the colour sort of thing. So that's why we always like to have a bag in every colour.
I mean, it's a great argument for buying more bags. I'll give you that. But you also seem to love like a good cowboy boot. Like these are amazing.
I have to say that we have worn cowboy boots for years and years. Those ones must be 5 years old.
Oh yeah, meet your sister. I'm a cowboy boot girl, and these are stunning.
Yeah,
whether
they're
they're in or out,
we always wear them.
Exactly.
Really? Okay, and let's talk, I mean, we've touched on vintage and like sentimental pieces. Is there anything else in your wardrobe, maybe like an oldest piece in your wardrobe or something that brings you back to like one of your earliest purchases or, you know?
There actually are a couple.
Yeah, I think overall I feel like
This, I would say.
lots of our wardrobe isn't as new as people might expect. I think we actually do rewear stuff a lot. But this jacket in particular is a vintage one that was actually our grandmother's.
Oh, I love
And she was very stylish. And so we've had this for years, and she always had it for years and years and years. And with the hint of leopard print, always loving leopard print. So
She obviously passed it down to you guys.
I think it's the love of leopard print.
I can imagine you'd fight over this one. If you're doing a leopard print look, it's like, I'm wearing granny's.
This is definitely something we both want to wear.
And I actually do feel a bit bad because she had lots of incredible shirts, and I have them all at mine.
Yeah,
Okay.
Alice
And,
stole
and
all
I was
those.
like, I feel bad, I've got all of them. I need to halve them up.
I love that though, because like you know, I'm the same. I have pieces from my granny's wardrobe, from my mum's wardrobe, and I think if you can pass down pieces, if you're buying, like you are, investment pieces or like, you know, bigger purchases that you know, oh my God, how are you going to divide them up later on in life?
So everyone says that to us. And
We might have to do a
we just-
contract. So we can contract 6 months each or something.
That's a good way of looking at it. This is beautiful, but I've also noticed behind you, and I've been eyeing it up, is like a denim trench, is it? Like it's a very, oh wow. Like, what is this? Is this diesel?
Yes,
This
it is
is-
actually. But again, we've had this for a few years. It's not a new one. But we've just hung on to it because we've just never seen anything else like it.
Yeah, this is something we get.
You're like me, I keep labels and everything.
How many times we've worn it and yet the label's still in it?
Oh, here, I'm the exact same.
We could take it out now if you like. But no, lots of people ask us about this. This is something we get the most DMs about on our Instagram.
Is it?
And people even ask if we would sell
Yeah,
it.
people always want us to sell it, and we're like,
Is
"We
it still
can't let it
available?
go."
You know, this is for some reason a really popular one. It's very, very oversized, but at the time,
I try that?
of course, yeah, sure. We did a little work with Diesel, and we got this coat at the time, and it was just something we couldn't resist.
So it is
It's so
heavy, isn't it?
Oh,
Very heavy.
oh, you'd be so warm in it though. It's like like a blanket.
We wore that one to Paris Fashion Week actually, didn't we?
And why can't you? Oh, thank you. Fix that on me. Why can't you sell it? You just got this like attachment to it.
Oh yeah, it's just I think it's too unique, and we just like it.
Yeah, oh yeah, we love it.
Do you have an attachment to clothing though? Because like I know if I buy something or I invest in something and I fall in love with it, it'll be my wardrobe for life. As in like I just can't. There's certain things I won't mind, you know, come time like selling it on or giving it to a charity. But like there's certain pieces that I know. Oh no.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
definitely have
Yeah.
that. And that's why when we do try and invest in pieces, like say we mentioned the Prada puffer jacket, or even say this Mimi bomber jacket, we're planning on hanging on to those forever, and that's why we've invested in the designer.
Yeah.
Because obviously, hopefully they're nice quality.
I was going to say,
and-
look in the mirror because it looks really cool.
Oh my God, it's so good. Oh, it's very oversized. I love it.
Very oversized, isn't it?
Let's chat about a few more shoes because I can't leave. I mean, you've so many of them. And everything from like, you know, bright and colourful trainers, all the amazing cowboy boots, but like then your beautiful colourful heels, which I know, like even the ones that you're wearing are absolutely stunning.
Shoes is one thing that we can't share because we have different size feet.
Ah,
Share all the clothes, but the shoes we have to get double of, which
Yeah.
is why there seems quite an excessive amount, but there are two of us.
Unfortunately, I'm the ugly sister and Alice is the Cinderella because I have the big feet. I can't fit into her little feet, her little shoes. So especially when it comes to sale shopping, Alice can always get good shoes, and I can't because I'm a 5.5, 6. So that's a pity for me.
shoe do you
but-
have?
Well, I have a 3.5, 4.
Oh my God, that's like, sorry, you've got a normal, I'll be your sister. I'm a 5.5. We'll just, we've got the normal feet. They're not large.
Alice can get away with some really cool
sale buys.
sale,
Yeah, I know. But these are fabulous. I mean, like, these are, do you know what? These are probably the most classic thing that I've seen in your wardrobe because they're such an it shoe. Like, you know, the Prada loafer, I've seen like a lot of people obviously have these. We've 2 pairs, but I suppose it's probably the most classic piece that I've seen in your wardrobe.
Yeah, that's true actually.
It's true.
And we do wear those quite a lot because they are just really comfortable and easy to wear.
Yeah, they are incredibly comfortable.
I think overall we have a lot of, well, I do actually have quite a few trainers, but we have a lot of heels because I think we would both agree there's a bit of confidence that comes with putting a heel on, isn't there? Even if you're wearing something a bit more toned down, if you wear a heel, just a bit more sassy.
Bit of extra
So I think we
height.
both like wearing a heel if possible.
Yeah,
which is
so
why we
some,
probably
even
have
like
a few more.
with a casual trouser like this, we'll quite often pop it with a little pointy toe heel.
Yeah, a pointy toe heel can just it does, and it also changes your posture, and I feel like your mood sometimes. Do you feel like clothing changes your mood?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
If
You can go from outfit to outfit and feel a bit meh, and then you put something on and you think, I'm ready.
Yeah.
That's how we feel, isn't it?
It can just make you tackle the day in a totally different way.
Yeah, it's true.
I love that. Well, girls, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure having a little dive through your very colourful, fun wardrobe. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I want to try on a few more bits.
It's like shopping, isn't it?
It is like it's like shopping in somebody else's wardrobe. Like, oh my God.